Hey guys, Derek here. Welcome back to the channel, or welcome for the first time if you are new. We are here with a movie reaction today, and that is for Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. This is a film I am very excited to watch. I wanted to see this movie in theaters so bad. You have no idea how badly I wanted to see this. The first film is one of my favorite superhero movies of all time. Just the way that they kind of reshifted how a lot of us view animation, and you know, animation had kind of been a little stagnant. A lot of similar styles, a lot of the same, and then the first one came out with just like a funky new art style, and just kind of revitalized animation in a way, and showed different studios that you can do cool, weird things, and as long as the story's good, people will enjoy it. And the first movie's story was amazing. I loved it so much. The "What's Up Danger" scene from the first movie, where he leaps off the building and it's upside down, and it's so good. It's so good, and I can't wait to see this one. The only thing I know about this movie is the stuff that we've seen in trailers, right? So just the general, gist of the movie, of what the main plot is, of he goes to this multiversal facility or something and has to deal with other versions of Spider-Man. That's really all I know. I don't know which characters are returning from the first one. I assume Gwen is, because she is prominently featured in a lot of the promo stuff, so I assume we're gonna see her. But I don't know in general what the story of this is, but I am excited to find out. I feel like I've been waiting forever to watch this movie when it came out in theaters, however far back, and now it's out on streaming, and I'm so pumped to watch it. So before we jump into this, if you end up enjoying my reaction, please leave a like on the video. It means a lot to me, helps my channel grow. If you're new here or you find yourself coming back often, hit subscribe, ring the bell so you're notified when I upload. And then if you want to see the full uncut version of this reaction, consider supporting me on Patreon. That is linked in the description down below. You just sync up your own copy of the movie and you can watch along with me. I'm watching this off of Amazon Prime, so that's where you can find that. But other than that, I think that's all I gotta say. So let's jump into Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Jeez. Approved by the Comics Code Authority.
Let's do things differently this time. So differently.
Wow. Okay.
His name is Miles Morales. He was bitten by a radioactive spider.
He was indeed. Very different from the last film, in terms of let's do this one last time. Dang, the art style already is vibrant, is the first word that comes to my head.
I didn't want to hurt him.
Why did you?
But I did.
What did you do?
And he's not the only one.
Holy cow. This is insane. Just to start.
What?
Chelsea, New York, Earth 65.
In this line of work, you always wind up a solo act.
Long way from suburban towns.
There was Peter.
Hey, I think you look great. I don't know.
Is this that dangerous menace?
Oh, no. She seems like a good guy.
Why wear a mask if
It's Jack Quaid.
All right.
I recognize that voice.
But they didn't really know me.
Was this Everything Everywhere All at Once? Hey, Yep.
No. What did you do?
I just wanted to be special.
You already were, Petey boy.
Gwen.
You already were. Oh, and then her dad shows up.
Hey! Peter Parker ate at my table. He was my daughter's best friend. And I will not rest until I find this spider woman.
Whoa. Why am I gonna cry? Whoa.
She killed your friend.
You don't know that.
What do you mean I don't know that? I do know that. You know, I was there. She ran from the scene.
Maybe she didn't have a choice.
I got a job to do.
It won't bring him back.
Their relationship is strained. He's currently hunting her down.
I'm proud to give your old man a hug.
Oh, the warmth that radiates from that. Love it.
4920 on C. We're gonna need all the help we can get. It's a real mess down here. God, this looks so good.
Yuri, explain to me how a guy with a 40-foot wingspan just waltzed into the Guggenheim unnoticed.
Hey, it's New York.
Spider
Everyone's got
cop.
their thing.
Oh.
Look out for signs of Spider Woman. Hey!
Yep, we
I
got
think,
our
yeah. I think that's a pretty good sign.
Vulture!
Spalding.
That worked.
I am the vulture, the pinnacle of man's genius.
Wow.
Cursed world have you brought me to?
Oh, okay. Yep.
You were having an espresso in some old-timey Leonardo da Vinci dimension, and suddenly a portal opens up and you wind up here.
Fairly accurate, probably.
Oh, look, it's your cousin.
Oh, snap.
I wouldn't play with fire, dude. You're kind of made of paper.
Yeah, seems like a glass cannon type situation. Miguel. This is Spider-Man 2099. He showed up in the very end of the last movie. Ooh, that cape though.
I'll take it from here.
Okay? Knock yourself out.
Why are you saying it like that?
I don't know.
I like the music so far.
Save the multiverse.
You left a hole wide enough for guys like him to randomly get shot into the wrong dimension.
Larry the Lobster.
And don't even get me started on Doctor Strange and a little nerd back on Earth 1999-99.
Who's Doctor Strange?
I think that's the wrong planet, but that little nerd, we've seen him. Oh yeah, motorcycle lady. Spider-Woman. She's pregooning it.
Will you adopt me?
What? What?
Will you be my mom? The like Renaissance music that's playing right now is insane.
Will you get out of here?
Is he a vampire? How are there still so many people down there? You guys should have ran. I like that his webs are like red lasers. Okay, you guys should get out of the way. That's the same line from the first one. I think it's a Banksy. Oh, is it her dad?
Hands in the air!
Come
You
on,
have the right to remain silent.
you don't
Anything you
understand.
say
personal for him.
Dad,
Damn.
I didn't murder Peter. I didn't know it was him. I didn't have a
How
choice.
long have you been lying to me?
A minute. Oh, the eyes in the back.
You have the right to remain silent.
Oh, damn.
What?
Anything you say can and will
Dad,
be
are you
Holy
against
really-
you.
cow.
Dad,
Turn.
stop!
Don't get any closer. What?
That's gotta be, like, the toughest thing for both those characters. Oh, oh, man. What a start to the movie. We're, what, 25 minutes in almost, and we haven't even seen Miles yet.
It's the return of the wild style fashion and smack.
16:10.
Do you have an ATM machine?
Yeah, around here in the box.
Preferably not chained to the wall?
What?
Nothing.
Preferably not chained to the wall.
Grab the money.
Okay.
Oh, that's not right.
Still struggling to control it, eh?
Sir, please just let me rob you.
I'm about to rob
There's no reason to bring wood to this. I've never robbed anybody in my life. Please don't make this a bad experience for me.
He's like, I really just want this to go well.
Why do people say ATM machine?
Who said that?
The M stands for machine.
Spider.
That's true. That's true, it does. Damn, they're just ruining this guy's store.
I am
Both.
the Spot. We meet again, Spider-Man. 1 year ago.
Hold up.
Oh, come on.
Uh-oh. Well, this has been
Who are you
fun.
talking to?
But I really gotta wrap this
Are you
up.
gonna be?
Oh. Pineapple.
My name is Miles Morales.
You
I
are
was bitten
indeed.
by a radioactive spider. And for the last year and 4 months, I've been Brooklyn's one and only Spider-Man.
1 year and 4 months.
Aunt May moved to Florida.
What?
I guess hosted Jeopardy. Endorsed baby powder. Apologized for endorsing baby powder.
I made a mistake.
Oh, you weren't supposed to endorse baby powder?
Sometimes I just wish I wasn't the only one. I don't dwell on it.
My brother in Christ, it seems like you're dwelling on it. You miss your friendos.
Just keep going.
You on your way, kid.
You understand this is the fight of our lives, right?
Just a second.
This is Imporkage. Important.
Turn off your phone in a
One
movie
second.
theater. If you don't turn it off when you're fighting me.
Important.
Oh, in a minute.
Yo, you'd be surprised how many people don't turn off their phone in a movie theater. Pisses me off.
You know, I think it's probably okay.
We're figuring it out. Finding our rhythm.
Jesus. Just a whole lot of cleanup for that cafe now.
I don't think I like this costume anymore.
Damn, kid.
I got you right where I. So aggressive.
I'm Spider-Man. No one can take that away from me.
Unbelievable. Come back to your nemesis.
Don't escape.
Is that the theme of the movie?
And my job is to capture your person's universe on this piece of paper.
She looks like the lady from SNL in the 90s.
A in AP Physics
That's my little man.
and AP Studio Art,
He takes after his uncle.
A- in English,
She's a tough grader.
and a B in Spanish.
A B in Spanish. Spanish should be the easiest one for him.
His dream is to attend the top physics program in the nation
Whatever it takes, we'll do it.
at Princeton University.
Princeton.
In New Jersey?
Well, hey, Jersey ain't that far.
Princeton has the best quantum researchers in the country. They're moving electrons across dimensional thresholds.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what they're doing.
I could help figure out how to travel to other dimensions.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, yeah, that sounds like a really
That is something he cares about.
There are people out there who can literally teach me the things I want to learn. But they aren't all in Brooklyn.
And half of them aren't even in this universe, probably.
What's really going on with this kid?
I don't know. Oh, hey! Spider-Man!
Officer Morales!
Funny seeing you here.
What it looks like.
Hey!
Just destroyed his dad's cop car.
You left in the middle of a fight.
I did not. It was
Are you
It
serious?
was inconsiderate and super rude.
You got me agreeing with the bad guy right now.
He's barely a villain of the week.
What'd you call me?
Barely a villain of the week. My mans. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I was like, you are not about to jump in that.
I ran a test on this collider that brought a spider here from another dimension.
42.
Its home dimension. It escaped, and it bit you.
Okay.
My spider made you Spider-Man.
What?
You ran through the cafeteria. You hit me with a
He
bagel.
took a bagel. Oh, that's the guy that got hit with the bagel?
Spider-Man, why did you create that guy?
I did. He's talking crazy.
Why did you create that guy?
Look at me!
You did this to me! Look at me! I'll make you respect me!
Oh, he just kicked himself in his own butt.
You know we're supposed to catch the bad guys, right?
Okay. Okay.
What? Okay. I think I kicked myself into myself.
That's... what? How? Oh. Interesting.
My holes can take me anywhere.
Okay. Oh, Lego World.
God, I need a raise.
Peter Parker.
It's Peter.
Beep
We
boop.
got an anomaly.
Thank you, Peter. You're one of our best.
Jess, who's on this?
Jesus. Makes the sound with his mouth. Holy cow. Hopefully these cakes are in a good state.
I don't know why. I've just been here the whole time.
Oh, yeah.
Ah, hi.
You were supposed to be here at 5.
I know,
You
but
disrespected your dad.
Yep.
Missed his beautiful toast.
come on. Did you even see the cakes? There's some heartfelt messages on them.
I'm not proud.
It's mine, and your father's, and your abuelos, the abuelas, who put you in this spot that I'd give anything to be in.
All right, whatever.
Whatever?
Wow.
Whatever?
Do I get to say it? Please tell me that I can say it.
Say it.
You're grounded.
What?
Oh, yeah.
For how long?
A month.
Dad.
A month?
I have no idea what's going on with you. So why don't you tell me?
Just crank the music. The world be floating. This is from the end of the last movie.
Is this the room you grew up in?
It is.
It is indeed.
Oh, I used to have this
Actually,
one.
an extremely
Wait, why is it
rare,
still in the
highly
package?
sought after-
Why did you do that?
Want to get out of here?
He's grounded.
I'm grounded.
Is Spider-Man grounded?
See? See, Spider-Man is him. He is Spider-Man. Spider-Man is grounded.
I've leveled up my whole thing. See?
Have you?
Yeah? Let's see then.
Wow.
Don't do that. No.
Why, child?
Where did she go?
That's a good question. Why are you hiding? She's spying on the spot. That's wild that they can do that through their shoes.
Well, maybe some things are supposed to be just for us.
You're the only friend I've ever really made after Peter died.
Other than Hobie, right?
Yeah. What's up with Hobie?
In every other universe, Gwen Stacy falls for Spider-Man.
Including this one?
And in every other universe, it doesn't end well.
Okay, don't say that.
She looks old enough to vote. I bet she doesn't even speak Spanish.
She looks old enough to vote.
I did save the multiverse.
It's a really small elite strike force.
I can turn invisible.
There's just
I have like electric powers.
Is it a small one? I feel like there's a lot of people.
I'm sorry.
Hello! Hi.
Oh boy.
I'm Miles's mom. Don't take him from me.
Wow.
I'm just kidding.
For
He's
real.
grounded so you can't.
Chill.
Shoot, I have to go.
Really?
Yeah, I forgot to get my steps in. Really wish I could stay longer. I'm sorry.
That like little animation was so quintessential Haley Steinfeld.
It's just hard to see my man not being my little boy all the time. She seems like a nice girl.
Is this a trick?
It's not a trick.
It is indeed a trick.
And what I worry about most is they won't look out for you like us. They won't root for you like us.
Yeah.
Wherever you go from here, you have to promise to take care of that little boy for me. Make sure he never forgets where he came from. And he never doubts that he is loved. And he never lets anyone tell him that he doesn't belong here. Now get out of here.
Nothing can shake me now.
What's going on there?
Shake me now.
Earth 42 spider.
Shoot.
Looks like it worked.
Shoot.
Did you go see your little friend?
What? No. Miles? I mean...
Are you kidding
No,
me right now?
totally we didn't do that.
Look, I had to know how he was.
I honestly can't with you.
I know I messed up, okay?
He can't be part of this.
I know.
¿Por qué no? Why?
You got an hour to fix this, or I can't help you.
An hour.
Goodbye, Miles.
I remember this part from the trailer. that's a very vertical city. Earth 50101. Mumbattan.
Hey, cow guy, move over.
That's the best you can do?
One! I'm here to help.
Good pun.
I got you.
Did you follow me?
No, I
Just a little.
saw where you went and went there without you knowing.
I shouldn't have ever come to see you.
Dang.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Hey, who's the new guy?
Hey, Pav. He's Miles.
Pav.
My name is Pravitra Prabhakar, and for the
Pravitra?
past 6 months,
And even
Just gonna call you Pav.
Yeah,
being Spider-Man is so easy.
See you later. Thanks for coming.
Bhaiya, would you please deactivate this wonderfully strong barrier? It can't be turned off until the collider sequence is complete. Collider sequence?
That's not good.
I'm about to be so much more than a villain of the week.
I'm sorry I called you that, okay? You're a great villain.
British guy. Spider-Punk. Hobie.
Bit of advice. Use the palm, not just your fingers.
Okay, yeah.
Alright, my name's Obi Brown. I was built
Obi
by...
Brown.
That's enough, yeah, man. And for the last 3 years, I've been the one and only... Wait. You think I'm gonna show you my secret identity? I was briefly a runway model. I hate the AM, I hate the PM, I hate labels.
Okay.
Don't believe in consistency.
This guy is killing me.
This is not going good.
You're not a joke, right, gang?
Absolutely, completely unamusing.
I don't believe in comedy.
I don't believe in comedy.
Well, that was another easy adventure for Spider-Man.
Spoke too soon, brother. What is happening?
Our future.
You saw the future?
I'm gonna take everything from you.
Please don't. Oh no. That building's collapsing. That's thousands of people dead. The amount of debris is gonna kill thousands of individuals. They're working well together, but so many people are dying. It's like his own Gwen Stacy moment.
And heads up, markers are predicting an incoming cannon event, so tread carefully.
I'm on it.
Inspector Singh!
Where'd you park it at?
I got him!
Miles!
He's fine. Canon event disrupted.
Right.
Was he supposed to die? Yo, thousands of people are still dead.
Guys, what's that?
It's a metaphor for captains.
Hey guys, secure the area, clear all civilians, and let's contain this quantum hole.
Hey, I'm Miles.
Quantum hole?
I'm invited to HQ?
Woo!
I don't follow orders, neither does he. Nueva York, Earth 928.
Oh, so funny. Anybody else got jokes?
Now that you mention it. No, you know,
So many.
We need to run a spot check.
Small strike force my ass.
Welcome to Spider Society.
So many of them that I can't even point them all out.
I'm a new recruit.
Peter, take a team to the transport deck to help deal
Peter
with this
parked
spot
car.
Ben, I need...
Sorry, I can't talk right now.
Ben Riley.
About my past.
Actually, we need you here for some reason.
That was a particularly harrowing memory.
Is he okay?
Howdy.
Oh, worse.
Kick their butts and send them home.
They're not very interesting.
What? We got a bunch of dog
that's
dogs.
interesting.
A Moostereo. Ms. Stereo.
Moostereo?
Video game guy.
I love video games.
Another video game guy.
Insomniac Spider-Man.
A prowler.
Prowler?
Not your prowler.
Hey.
Eh?
Hey.
It's him. He is made because of him. Miles doesn't exist without him.
Go home, machine.
What did I say?
I voted against it.
It detects whatever dimension your DNA is from and sends you there.
It's super humane and not creepy.
Okay. Wow, he used to be happy.
I want to see my friends and I need to watch
He just
the dude.
keeps stealing
Guys,
stuff.
come on.
Man's a klepto. Damn, that thing is slow.
Yeah, I know it's slow.
Hold up.
You blew another hole in the multiverse!
He doesn't know any better.
I do know what. Not know what.
But you did, Gwen. And you...
What's up, man?
I just can't. I can't
I ain't even here.
Hey, Miguel! Come on, go easy on the kid.
Pierre!
He had a terrible teacher.
Bruv, what you doing here?
Oh boy, humbling reality Spider-Man has arrived.
Miles!
Dude.
Don't be afraid of my friend Miguel. He just looks scary. He's got no bite.
He's a vampire. He has a bite.
Don't worry about the suit. We'll get you a new suit.
Peter, you gotta tell him. Wait.
He made that
What
to
is that?
himself.
Mayday!
You
As
have a baby.
I have a baby.
His baby has spider powers.
Oh, you have one too. I didn't know they made those for adults. Give me a second. Mayday!
Kid's an anarchist.
Come on, honey.
Kid's an anarchist.
You guys smell that? Mayday took a crap. Yep. She's a Parker. That's what
Miles.
happens when a Parker eats
Mayday
another
took
You
a crap.
disrupted a canon event.
Taking a crap on the establishment, I salute you.
Wait, what are you upset about?
Stick it to the man, Mayday. Ooh. It's like the timelines from Loki.
Chapters that are a part of every spider story, every time. Some good, some bad.
Okay. Certain things have to happen. Like Uncle Ben. Or just Uncle in general.
A police captain close to Spider-Man dies, saving a kid from falling rubble during a battle with an arch nemesis.
Oh.
I'm so sorry.
Was that Amazing Spider-Man? From the cartoon?
Inspector Singh's death was a canon event. You weren't supposed to be there, and you weren't supposed to save him. That's why Gwen tried to stop you. Pavitra's dimension is unraveling. If we're lucky, we can stop it.
It's like the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. episode.
You break enough cannon, save enough captains, and we could lose everything.
My dad is about to be captain.
Oh no.
I'm gonna take everything from you. Like you took everything from me.
That's not good.
When does it happen?
In 2 days, when he's sworn in. I'm sorry, Miles.
So his dad's gonna die in 2 days.
Okay, what about Uncle Ben? That'd have been okay if you knew and you just let it play out?
If not for Uncle Ben, most of us wouldn't be here. It wouldn't have been done.
Toby.
You realize how messed up that sounds, right?
You have a choice between saving one person and saving an entire world. Being Spider-Man is a sacrifice. That's the job.
Because a samurai.
Is this an intervention or something?
We know it's hard. But it's the truth, Miles. Kid, look
Stop calling me.
Here we go.
Hobie, you're not helping.
Good.
Miles, please understand.
I love
Ask
Hobie.
me not to save my father.
I was skeptical at Hobie skeptical of Hobie at first.
Great look.
Now I'm all aboard Hobie.
Just need to hold you a few days. Sorry it had to end like this, kid.
I said not to call me that!
God, I love Hobie. Run, time to go.
Miles! I'm sorry for doing this. This is bad parenting.
Just for the record, I quit.
Damn right, Hobie. Damn right.
All stations, drop what you're doing and stop Spider-Man.
You? Wait, you?
Spider Cat. We love Spider Cat. Can get weirder.
And then I looked at my uncle and...
Let me guess. He died?
Can you take a photo of this? It's her first chase.
Boo! Oh no! Oh man!
There's nowhere to run. My bad, everybody. There was somewhere to run.
There was somewhere to run. Oh. Damn.
Do you want to hold my baby? What?
Yeah.
We'll just give the baby one squeeze and then we'll talk because I think it's going to change our bond. Hold the baby, we'll see what happens!
Hold the
You're
baby!
the reason I had her, okay?
Oh.
I wanted to be with you guys so badly.
And you are so bad at holding a baby.
We got your location, Peter.
Wait,
Sit
wait,
tight,
wait, no,
we're
no,
on the way.
no! You do not have my location. Over.
Send everyone.
Oh man. Departing for the moon?
Who do you think you are? Really?
My name is Miles Morales.
Dang right.
I was bitten by a radioactive spider. I'm pretty sure you know the rest, jerk.
Everywhere you go, you're an anomaly.
Why?
You're the original anomaly.
Why?
The spider that gave you your powers wasn't from your dimension.
Oh. Yeah, he's from Earth 1610. And the spider's from 42.
You're not supposed to be Spider-Man. If you hadn't been bit, your Peter Parker would have lived. Instead, he died.
Oh, well, we don't know that.
You don't belong here. You never did.
Damn. Kind of hard not to see the real world parallels of a lot of people.
Talked about this?
Damn. It is
Miles, it's
tough
for your
not to
own
see
good.
the real world parallels, though. So many people think that Miles isn't Spider-Man. He is. Shoulder touch.
Everyone keeps telling me how my story is supposed to go. Nah, I'm gonna do my own thing.
Damn right.
Goodbye, Gwen.
I gotta be a pretty good mentor. Pull that off.
You are, Peter. Don't worry.
Dimensional signature identified.
Hold on. That's not his planet. Oh, he's trying to break through.
You know for certain what happens if he breaks the cannon?
Do you want to find out?
I told you she was a liability.
It's not a guaranteed possibility, I guess.
What the hell?
Oh, you're getting sent home.
Go home, Gwen.
We are supposed to be the good guys.
Yeah, you should all feel bad about what's happening. Oh, damn, she's strong. They revoked her access.
Want to go easy on the penguin?
You're a good cop, Dad. You know, you put on that badge because you know if you don't, someone who shouldn't will.
This mask is my badge. And I'm trying to be good too. I don't know what I'm supposed to do, but I know I can't lose one more friend.
She's got to save Miles somehow.
I took an oath.
Then arrest me, Dad. Get it over with.
I can't. Because I quit.
Oh.
About halfway through your big speech.
That means he might live.
You're the best thing I've ever done.
You're the greatest thing he's lost. Ugh. Wonder if Noah Khan wrote that song after seeing this movie.
The guy who left it was a real piece of work.
case it don't work out. Hobie. Oh, he made her a watch. Let's go. Let's go, Hobie.
Mistake! You hadn't been bit. Your Peter Parker would have lived.
Miles, the hardest thing about this job is you can't always save everybody.
I'll make you pay.
This is like a very emotional movie. I was not expecting it to be so emotional.
Whatever you're gonna do.
I mean, I guess
don't get lost.
that's like the core of Spider-Man, though. Is you can't always save everybody.
Keep going.
Okay. Question. So Miles is from Earth 1610, right? But
possible disturbance in the alley.
When it was scanning his DNA, it said it was sending him to Earth 42.
Looking at the walls, those are
which was
normal,
the
but there's something in front of
the dimension that the spider was from. So is Miles in his Earth?
I know you know I've been lying to you. It's because I thought if you knew, you wouldn't love me the same.
Nah, dude. It's not raining outside.
I'm Spider-Man.
Who's Spider-Man?
It's okay.
Is this where like you dress
It's
like a
raining.
bigger character?
Where Gwen is, it's not raining where he is.
Mom, stop playing around. This is serious.
Yeah. This isn't his world. This is Earth 42.
I need to talk to
It's not his world.
He's in the wrong universe.
He's in 42.
It's home dimension.
Oh. This is not good. Ooh. Interesting. Interesting.
Security switches out at 6. That's the window, right?
Right.
Oh, is he a criminal in this universe?
There's no Spider-Man here.
Yeah. Oh, and his dad's dead in this one. Okay.
I want to talk to your parents.
Right, my dad's kind of hard to get on the horn.
Oh, really? What does he do? Deal drugs?
He's a cop.
Statement withdrawn.
Statement withdrawn.
He loves you more than you could ever imagine.
If you do find him,
Protect him.
tell him 5 months.
5 months. That's a long time to be grounded.
Tell him we love him.
Claws of the Prowler. Oh no. He didn't become Spider-Man in this world, he became the Prowler. Oh no, that's not good.
He just didn't know he had a choice, but you do.
I don't think he's the Prowler in this universe.
I know you don't want to be the Prowler.
I'm not.
Your dad is still alive?
Who are you?
He's you.
I'm Miles Morales. But you...
Dang.
You can call me the Prowler.
What's the advantage of keeping him? Oh, no. Ah, frickin' A. Mayday's like, look outside.
Never found the right band to join.
Pop's
So
here,
I
Obi's
started
here.
my own.
Avatar Girl is here. Penny, Spider
With a few
Noir,
old friends.
Spider Ham. Everybody's here. Let's go. Now I'm watching the ants.
You want in?
To be continued in like 5 years. Oh my god. That was so good. Holy cow. That movie was incredible. I don't even know how to like fully describe what that was. I feel like this movie has such big themes of like identity. Like same as the last one where like it's interesting. So like the first one, the big identity theme is like is Miles accepting the fact that he's Spider-Man and like falling into that role and accepting it and really having it become a part of himself. And then this one is all about him differentiating himself, right? Like he's Spider-Man, but at the same time he's his own thing, if that makes sense. And it's just it's so beautifully done, and I can't help but think of the real world parallels, specifically regarding the character of Miles Morales. There is this big online thing where a whole bunch of right-wing butthole racist idiots are determined to continue being buttholes, and they just keep saying like, oh, every time this character is brought up, they're like, oh, he's not Spider-Man. Like there's only one actual Spider-Man. It's Peter Parker, and Miles Morales is not that. And so like every time they're like they have to draw this distinction between the two, and it's been a thing ever since Miles Morales was introduced in the comics, where these people just refuse to accept that he's Spider-Man. Not gonna lie, a lot of Miguel's dialogue, especially towards the big climax with those two, felt very meta in a sense, where he's like, who do you think you are? You're not Spider-Man. It's tough not to see that and be like, this feels very meta to what is actually going on in the real world. But that particular part is frustrating because like no one ever has those arguments about like Robin in DC, right? They just say, oh, it's Robin, Batman and Robin. There's 8 different people who have taken up the role of Robin, right? But no one cares about that. Or like Green Lantern, there's like 10 different people who have taken up the role of Green Lantern, but people only give a crap about Miles being Spider-Man because he's black, and it's very frustrating. And so I definitely noticed some parallels in this, right? But no, this I think if we were to boil it down to like a general theme of if there is a general theme of this movie, it's forging one's own identity, forging one's own path. When at different moments when he's talking to the counselor and she's like, this is your story, like she's telling him what his story is, and he's like, I don't, like, even then he's like, I don't know what my story is, like I have things that I want to do and I have things that I care about, but I I don't know what my story is. Like, it's not written yet. And then with the whole main conflict of like his dad's gonna die in 2 days, and all the other Spider people are essentially telling him it has to happen. This is part of Spider-Man's canon. This will be part of your story. Like, it's not a thing you can change. It's set in stone for you. Like, him breaking free of that to form his own story, form his own identity, is incredibly important. Like, he has the dialogue, right? You all keep telling me how my story's written, how it's gonna go, and he's like, nah, I'm gonna do my own thing. Fantastic. Like, I think it's incredible. You know, we don't know what'll happen if canon gets disrupted. It's not 100% confirmed, but no, this movie was so freaking good. Obviously, the two main characters of this movie, Miles Morales and Gwen Stacy. This is very much a story centered around the two of them and their relationship, right? We spend the first 25 minutes almost of this movie without ever seeing Miles, right? We get a breakdown of Gwen's past and the things she cares about and how she's never made another friend except for Miles, and just how much her life kind of sucks, right? Like, she's just on her own, constantly on the run from her own father, who blames her for the death of her best friend. Like, she is not having a good life at all, and she's presented with this opportunity to leave, right? I mean, after her father pulls a gun on her and essentially not quite disowns her, but is like, yo, I'm taking you in. She's presented with the possibility to leave and join other Spider people. Like, she has another home that she can go to, which is really nice, and she can feel part of a team and feel like she has a purpose, right? One thing I want to point out, I love the art style. Every time we're in Gwen's world, like, the art style is so cool, so vibrant, so colorful. That was dope to see. Like, that was fantastic. Loved that. Like, by the 20-minute mark, when we hit the front roll credits or whatever, like the title sequence, I think we get a real understanding of where Gwen's at mentally and emotionally. Like, she's drained. She is not in a good spot emotionally with her father. She's desperate to be part of something else. So when she is part of this group and they enlist her and they tell her everything, they tell her about Miles, we can understand why she would be willing to go along with it, right? Because in a sense, she's got nowhere else to go. Like, this is her only option, and she doesn't want to be sent home. So I don't really blame Gwen for her actions in this movie, right? Like, she's not fully on board Miguel's plan, obviously, and she's not fully on his side. She cares about Miles and she wants to do right by him, but at the same time, she's got nowhere else to go. Her own spot is not somewhere that she can go back to, as far as she believes. Like, she thinks her dad hates her and is going to take her in, put her in prison for murder. So where she starts off is not a positive spot, and she's got no other option other than to trust the Spider crew. The introduction to Spot was pretty funny. Just like Miles, we kind of treat him as like this villain of the week, right? Just the small time villain that Spider-Man stops at the beginning of the movie, like in the Amazing Spider-Man movies when he's fighting Rhino and all these other like nobody villains. He's just the guy that pops up that means nothing, and turns out he does not mean nothing. Turns out he's going to be the big bad of Beyond the Spider-Verse, I believe. But yeah, Miles treats him like an inconvenience because he kind of is. He's something that's delaying him getting to his parents. And his origin is very interesting as well. He was a scientist from Alchemy X, and he's the scientist that got hit with the bagel. That's so funny, because if you go back and watch the first movie, it's like that detail is not, it's not like a blink and you miss it type detail, but it is a detail that a lot of people have missed. I've watched a lot of reactions to the first movie, and there are a decent amount of people don't catch that little moment, So the fact that that is the inciting incident to create this guy's villain origin story is incredible. They kind of showed a little bit of it here, but it's, yeah, when they're running away and he's about to learn how to like web sling for the first time, and they take the bagel, and the one scientist is like, "You took a bagel." He throws it back, hits this guy. That's Spot. So that's very interesting that this seemingly like insignificant moment turned this man into a villain and set him against Miles for the future. And his plan is to take everything from him. He wants to kill his dad. He wants to ruin his life, right? And it's not gonna be a fun experience for us. I like that we carried over a lot of like the relational and emotional stakes from the first movie involving his parents, right? Like that was a big part of the first movie, is his relationship with his dad. This time it still drives home that relationship with his dad, but we also focus a lot more on his mother and how she still sees him as her little boy, even though he's like an actual superhero and he's putting himself in danger every day. And we have that nice moment at the party where she's like, "I'm afraid that if you go out into the world, like these people won't care for you like we do," right? Like that's the fear that every parent has, that their kid is going to go out into the world and there will be people out there, not necessarily that are antagonistic towards them or like hate them or whatever. I mean, obviously that's a fear as well, but even just the fact that like these people won't look out for you like we do. These people don't care about you the way I do. And so you being out there is a fear for me. Like she doesn't want him to go far. She wants him to always be her little boy. And it's understandable. This beginning part of the movie is also quintessential Spider-Man. Like he's always trying and failing to keep up appearances with his family, trying to maintain that connection, right? I mean, we saw that in the OG Spider-Man movies, where he's trying to hold down a job, trying to go to school on time, but Spider-Man always seems to take priority. That's something that's across all. That's a canon event kind of for all the Spider-Man, is that their mask always takes priority, and it gets in the way. It causes relational drama. It causes him to get grounded for multiple months from his parents, because he doesn't get there with the cakes on time, and it's just he's trying his best. He's trying to do what's right, but it's tough. And then Gwen is back. Him and Gwen have just a very interesting relationship, because right, they're clearly like falling in love with each other and they clearly like each other quite a bit. But she tells him, every other universe Gwen falls for Spider-Man and it doesn't work out. And he's like, there's a first time for everything. So far, it's not looking promising for the two of them. But, one of the big plot points of this movie is disrupting canon events, right? If we can disrupt the canon event, which seemingly we can, because the Mumbattan event happens, which they broke canon, but then the whole spider people drop in to like stabilize things, seemingly, and so like that world didn't completely crumble. And so it's a possibility that at the time, say Miguel, his world disintegrated because he didn't have the tools in hand to stabilize it and keep it from doing that. But now maybe they do. Now because of his loss, they have the ability to stop these things from happening. They won't necessarily intervene every time, right? If it happens, it happens. But if they can stop it, they will, maybe. Or at least allow it to be stopped, right? Because, I mean, Miguel's not wrong either. Miguel's, like, if they break canon enough times, the entire Spider-Verse will come crashing down and cease to exist. Like, Miguel isn't completely wrong, like, logistically. Like, he overall is right. Like, if they allow this to happen every time, if they allow Spider-Man to break canon constantly, they will all cease to exist, and the universe will cease to exist, essentially. So Miguel's kind of right, but they've shown that in instances they can stabilize this. So potentially we could save Miles's dad. I don't think we're gonna. I think that's gonna be the big emotional ending, probably, to the third one. Is Miles's dad is probably gonna die, or maybe his uncle dies again somehow with the alternate universe. Prowler is back. Maybe he comes into the play and he sacrifices himself. I don't know, but it's possible to stabilize the universe when they're breaking canon. So, you know, maybe they can save his dad. Maybe that means in this one time, you know, they break canon and Miles and Gwen work out. I don't know, but given how close they are, her betrayal kind of feels so much more impactful to him later on in the movie, and I definitely can tell that going into the next movie and beyond, he's gonna be a jaded individual. Like, he's not gonna want their help. The crew's all back together to save him and help him, but he's not gonna want to deal with them, right? He feels betrayed by them. But yeah, then about halfway through the movie is when the universe jumping starts happening. He jumps to Moonbatten. He interacts with Pav there, and he's just like having an easy time. Excellent, doing great at Spider-Man. You know, it's the easiest thing in the world for him. And then Spot strolls up, disrupts the whole situation. You know, Spot's been jumping around, making himself more powerful at all the Alchemax spots. And it's there when we really get the true stakes of what's going on, and the emotional significance of what's going on, where Spot lets him know, hey, I'm gonna kill your dad, I'm gonna take everything from you. And we meet Hobie for the first time, which it's so funny. I started off where I was like, I don't know about Hobie. Like, right, he is a third side. He's the triangle, the love triangle between Gwen and Miles and Hobie. Like, I thought they were starting the idea of a love triangle, and there could have been hints of that. I don't know. Like, the dialogue made it very clear that they were trying to make Miles believe that there was a love triangle there, and that Gwen and Hobie had something. But I don't think they really had anything truly. But so I started off not loving him, but then by the time he bails on the rest of them, I loved Hobie. Just disrespect the system. Disrespect your surroundings. Like, Hobie's the best. And him and Mayday have a fantastic relationship. He's like, take a crap on the system. Little kid's an anarchist. Loved it. Yeah, they have that whole situation. They save a bunch of people in Moonbatten, but I guarantee you thousands of people still died. Like, that was a whole half a skyscraper dropped from like hundreds, if not thousands of feet in the air. They couldn't have contained all that rubble. So many people probably still died, but they saved that one police captain, so everything's Gucci. No. But yeah, then we get the main plot of like, yo, you can't be disrupting canon, because if you do that enough, everything disintegrates. And this is when the betrayal starts, right? Like, we get to the lobby and there's hundreds of spider people. You know, probably so many cool references. So many cool references. There's so many spider people, and Miles is starting to feel like, yo, I'm being lied to. Because Gwen told him it's a small strike force, and there's hundreds of them. Like, there had to have been a reason he wasn't allowed in. And so he's starting to feel a little betrayed. We see live action Prowler, which is great. A little bit of history there. That's Donald Glover plays the Prowler in that scene. And this is so cool, because Miles Morales, the character, wouldn't exist without Donald Glover. So back in the day, Donald Glover, he was on a show called Community. Very, very funny show, and there's a scene in that show where he wears a Spider-Man shirt. He wears a Spider-Man shirt, and he talked on a stand-up comedy special about how he wanted to play Spider-Man, and this whole internet campaign started. Probably one of the OG internet campaigns. Like, you know, you remember the you know, save the Snyderverse or save the Snyder Cut, hashtag Snyder Cut, that type of internet campaign. This came first with it was hashtag Donald for Spider-Man, where they wanted Donald Glover to play Spider-Man in the reboot. I believe this was before Andrew Garfield was cast, like right before his movies were coming out. And so people were like, we want Donald Glover for Spider-Man. And it didn't end up working out, right? He didn't end up playing Spider-Man, but the people who created the character of Miles Morales for the comics based him off of Donald Glover. They created the character like he was the main inspiration for that character. And obviously they added extra touches here and there with his like Hispanic heritage and things like that. They added extra wrinkles to the character, but the main inspiration for Miles Morales was Donald Glover, which is so cool. And he actually ended up voicing Spider-Man at one point in one of the animated things. But then for a while there was kind of a smaller internet campaign of people who wanted him to play Miles Morales in some sort of live action incarnation, right? You know, a lot of people wanted the MCU version of Spider-Man to be Miles Morales. That would have been pretty cool. Then they cast Tom Holland. That didn't quite work out. But then in Spider-Man Homecoming, Donald Glover has a cameo as Aaron Davis, as the Prowler. You know, and he has that line of like, hey, yo, my nephew is out here. Like, I don't want this place being dangerous for him, right? Reference to Miles Morales. But from that point forward, he is Aaron Davis, the Prowler. And then I think he went as the Prowler for Halloween or something like that. And then now seeing him in the movie, it's just like, oh, it's so good. It's so good. Just this whole like full circle moment kind of for Donald Glover in relation to Miles Morales. So very happy to see that. This whole section, honestly, was so cool. Just all the little references. Seeing the Insomniac Spider-Man, seeing all these other cool versions of Spider-Man, the Ultimate Spider-Man, a lot of different cartoon versions of Spider-Man. It was fantastic. Seeing Peter B. Parker with a kid, that's great. Love it. Just, you know, furthering that storyline from the first movie where, you know, he's like, I only had this kid because of you. But then, yeah, we get the whole deal with explaining canon to him, explaining that certain events are going to happen to every one of them. He finds out that his dad is going to die in 2 days, and they're like, yo, you have to let it happen. And honestly, like, I'm fully on board Miles' side of that story, right? Like, if you're aware ahead of time that this is going to happen, you can't just sit back and let it happen. Like, that is also quintessential Spider-Man, right? With great power, there must also come great responsibility. Doesn't matter if it's your relative or if it's a random person on the street. If you can save them, you have to try, right? You know, even in the MCU version, the watered down part of it, where he's like, when you have powers like me and you choose not to use them and then bad things happen, that's on you. So Miles, knowing that his dad might die and actively choosing to let it happen, is like the antithesis of Spider-Man, right? It's quintessential Spider-Man, but also the antithesis of Spider-Man, essentially. Right? Like, it's a canon event where this is so core to the telling of Spider-Man that someone close to him will die. Probably a police captain. He already had his uncle dying. The police captain is next. Like, loss and perseverance through that loss is so core to Spider-Man's character. So, like, that fits. That makes sense. It's a canon event, but at the same time, he can't just let his dad die. Yeah, and then just this whole sequence where he's escaping all the Spider-Man, really cool but also emotional, where he's coming to the conclusion that, like, he can't trust any of these people anymore and he has to go his own way. loved it. He's kind of growing up. In that moment, he's becoming a grown man, so to speak. And then he goes back to his own world. I'm actually so glad I picked up. I feel so smart picking up on that. Because we saw early on in the film that he is Earth 42 is not his world, right? We saw early on that his world is Earth, what, like 1610 or something like that. And the DNA of the spider that bit him is from Earth 42. And so when he was getting in that go home machine and it was like DNA found Earth 42, I was like, hey, that's not correct. That doesn't make sense. He's not going to be going home to his world. And then he goes home, he's talking to his mom, and explaining everything, and you're hit with this sense of vertigo and dread when you realize that's not his spot. He's in the wrong spot. And then he's captured by the other Prowler and his uncle. And then before that happens, right? He gets sent home to his own world, but before he gets captured, Gwen has a talk with her dad where she lays it out all on the line. She's like, I didn't kill Peter, right? But I treat this mask the same way you treat your badge, right? If I don't put it on, someone else has to. And I would rather take that risk on myself than put that on someone else. And then he decides he's not going to be the police captain anymore, which means he might live, right? I mean, he also might end up sacrificing himself. I don't know, because he hasn't technically resigned yet. He just decided he was going to resign. You know, maybe at some point in the third movie, he actually does resign, but, you know, maybe he sacrifices himself. I don't know. There's various characters in the third movie that are probably either going to sacrifice themselves or die or something. Like, there has to be some emotional devastation levied upon a Spider-Man. Everything can't be hunky-dory, right? But yeah, they have a beautiful moment where he's like, I resigned halfway through your speech. Like, I'm on your team. Whatever you got to do, I'm here for you. And they reconcile, and it's great. And then she gets the watch from Hobie to collect the rest of the spider people, and they make it their mission. They got to go save Miles. They're going to help him. They're going to do whatever they got to do to make sure his dad doesn't die, and then stabilize Kanan, right? Obviously, Miguel is going to be trying to stop him. The Prowler is going to be trying to stop him. The Spot's going to be trying to stop him. So it's going to be a very, very complicated finale. But yeah, no, I was very pleased that I picked up on the fact that he was not in the correct world. And now he's being held captive by himself, essentially. So, you know, the spider was probably supposed to bite him in this world. This was his spider. But instead of biting him, it got sent to Earth 1610, bit our Miles, and in turn this Miles became the Prowler because there was no Spider-Man there, and everything didn't go good. But yeah, they end us with that cliffhanger of the Spot materializing in Miles's world while he's captive in the other world, and Gwen's getting all the other spider people ready to fight, and it's just like, oh, it's so good. Such a cliffhanger, and it's gonna be like 4 years at least until we get the finale, right? Because maybe they can have the animators working on all this stuff in the meantime, but this movie was the next one was supposed to come out like next year, which is insane. It took them however many years, 3 to 5 years to make the sequel, like animate all that stuff. And that was with some like crazy crunch and work issues behind the scenes. If they even try and do it remotely right for the third one, it's going to take a long time to do. Plus, none of these actors can do their voice acting because of the strikes that are going on, right? Like, however long the strikes last, they can't even come in and finish their voice lines until that's done. So it'll probably be quite a while until we get the last movie of this trilogy, right? But I'm pumped for it when it comes. I think that's all I got to say, though. Again, freaking loved this movie. Fantastic. Well worth the wait. I'm so excited for when the next one comes in 18 years, but it'll be great when it does. Definitely let me know what you guys thought down in the comments below. I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions. If you enjoyed this movie or if you enjoyed my reaction, please leave a like on the video. It means a lot to me. If you're new here, hit subscribe, ring the bell so you're notified when I upload. And then if you want to see the full uncut version of this reaction, consider supporting me on Patreon. That is linked in the description down below. Your support over there would mean the world. Just sync up your own copy of the movie and you can watch along with me. Again, I watched this on Amazon Prime, so that's where you can find that. Other than that, that's all I gotta say. So thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.